Hi, how are you? Fine. Yeah. You want that? Yes, sir. Guys, are you ready?
Ready basi. Kuna simu nyingine lakini ni joke.
Dakika moja.
Ingia katikati.
Uko sawa? Okay, so I think I think we can start.
Kwa Saudi Arabia. Sunday
The Churchil. Give us direction.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, today is a big day. Today is a day we launch a movement that has taken a while to start. You know, we all know the gentleman in front of us. This is the sound, and this is the future of Kenyan music. So I don't want to say much. I'll allow these two great men to introduce themselves and then tell you exactly what we're doing on Friday. Okay?
Alright, hey everybody, my name is Ethan Muziki. I'm a singer, songwriter, merchant of hope. Na niko very excited that you're here with us. We have super great news manzeni. Tunaenda kufanya Friday hata today. Sets ni noma sana, but yeah, tell me a bit more about it.
Yeah, hi guys, my name is Kunyoti. I am a singer, songwriter, entertainment lawyer, and yeah, just as everyone who's talked before me has said, we are super excited for what we're about to do on Friday, and I am so glad that she may place you as a movement, because I feel like that's exactly what this is. And yeah, it's about to be quite an interesting end to the year.
So ideally, what's happening on Friday to gonna one of the biggest shows, was it Clever Grace, our land, in Ito Echoes, Ito Cloud. It's on Friday from 2 p.m. onwards till late. Yes, so gates open at 12, but the show starts around 2 onwards. I love food.
Yeah, it's just us to trying to show people the power of collaboration, I guess, and just this in itself has been a long time coming. To Kicc, just to do something to show the people how much we can do, and I feel like this is exactly what showcases what that is, and tumekuwa tukiongelea sana. The planning of it has been amazing, and honestly we genuinely feel like there's nothing like this that has been done before.
Yeah, genuinely. Actually, that's exactly what I was saying in the beginning. Like when you tumepanga the sets, hata umekuja show yetu before in the past, ama ukuje in the future. I think this particular one for Friday ni extremely unique. Because zitakuwa zina happen. I'm actually super glad in it a movement juu tunafanya on stage, props and everything that's going to happen. Ni kuonyesha tu what collaboration can be and what Kenyan music can actually offer.
Yeah.
Especially just sisi tunakam na a lot of young, beautiful energy. So niko super excited.
And then just to give context on why we called it Echoes. Yeah. When we're on stage, the one thing we feel in Akwanga so solid is the ringing out of voices. Wasi wakikam show tu wanakujanga hapo na experience. Ukika hapo hivyo from where we see it, people are just singing along to the music the entire time. And if there's one place we know for sure, watu watakuja kuimba hizi ngoma ni hapa KICC on Friday. So mtu akiweza pande za tao mali atakuwa anajiuliza watu wanapigia ndugu wako.
Yeah.
And this will be the place. This will be exactly where it will happen.
No, it's definitely true. Like unapatanga kuna time tuko show na hata unaweza acha tu kuimba, ukiamua acha kuimba unaweza acha tu and wasi wanakuimbia, and so you feel like it's such a beautiful echo And that's the whole idea behind Echoes. That if your time, your sing-along ability, our songs were extremely clear.
So I think we can open space now for the questions.
Yeah.
Where we can proceed. So anyone with the question can ask the police a question.
All right, this question. Oh, thank you so much. I'm Makena. So this question particularly goes to Churchil. We know you as the father of comedy. I know, concentration network. I'm coming there. So tunakuja as the father of comedy. Yeah? So why music now? Why you now? You support a lot of talents, but you mostly major with comedy. Why music?
Yeah. I beg to correct you on that. Actually, it's all talent.
Yes.
Because way before this, we've done half the band in Nasi, big sound, including sound.
Yeah.
The unique thing about Ethan and Kicc, they remind me of where the real classic Kenya music began. When we had safari sounds, music that we could export to the rest of the world. I know you know that a song of Jambo Bwana, the mushrooms, and what they're trying to create is a unique sound for Kenya, just like what Oliver Mtukudzi was able to do down in the south. So it's so amazing. And what made me want to be part of what they're doing and give my little support is they've really been ignored by the mainstream media, because mainstream media believe there's a certain sound that their radio station or television channel should listen to. So it's more Afro, more Mapiano, more Bongo. Theirs is so authentic, and that's what is exciting. You saw their performance at Sarit, you saw everybody singing word to word. That means they're already creating their own movement, and it's so exciting. We live in exciting times to see you guys come up with a sound that we can all celebrate, and we live in interesting times. So this is the future, this is the movement, and we just get started. Yeah, and thanks for also believing in me.
Okay, a question to Ethan and Kicc. Last time we saw your show at Sarit and people were so happy. And you know, right now we have high expectations from you guys. Maybe how ready are you? And also, maybe in kitu gani kilifanya you believe so much in Churchil? Of course, we have so many people, but we decided to work with Churchil. Why?
Thank you. So we, first of all, luckily we have been performing for the longest time, because
Just for some purposes, you can move closer to the...
Okay. So we have been performing for the longest time. Interestingly, when you took Churchil Sema, direction we take with our music, so particularly chasing anything mainstream, we could create communities. So for us to create communities, we had to play so many shows and the people tonight interact now. And so I find already, even before we started planning the show, already we've got a lot of hours of experience in terms of playing live. So now when we were thinking about this show, what one could just show zetu? So tutawapatia nini? Either kama umekama au hujai kama, this one is just going to be extremely different. And so even before we announced the show, already we got me as a rehearsal. Has to be like, so many hours of rehearsals, overnight rehearsals. I feel like we are extremely ready.
Yeah, and I'd say one thing that I love about Churchil, honestly, is just his purity and his readiness to support. He has been such an instrumental part in helping us curate this show, and I feel like we wouldn't have done it this way with anyone else, honestly. Like, it was just a line for it to happen, and that's one thing I'm super grateful for it happening. Ilikuwa tu ni the things that you just say zili kwa designed to happen, which for us has been quite a beautiful journey. Yeah.
There's someone who said, son, kama ziko miaka 7 uliojulikana, miaka 7 miaka 8 we can't wait. So these guys need to go out there. It's interesting. when you go to the sponsors, then they'll say, but we just have to do something special. Then from there, I think after Friday we'll have a very different discussion. It was the same when we were starting comedy. It didn't matter how funny you are, but can you talk like me? Because at that time it was ridiculous. And so it was very hard to get gigs back then. But with time, na hiyo miaka 8 tuliona for sure, it was not easy. So we want to capture what they have, and they are hungry for success. We need to capture that, and I'm sure you great people are going to support this initiative. We play more Kenyan music, we love our own, and we push this agenda. We just be specific, deliberate, that we want something, a great sound to come out of this place, Kenya. And I'm glad these two gentlemen are leading that cause. So I hope we're going to get that somewhere. To support us, okay? Do it for the next generation.
Churchil na Ethan note. Swali ni umekuja kuwa pamoja nao. Are you working as a manager or a partnership?
No, I can't manage them. These guys are huge. These guys are huge. I'm just offering my little support in terms of production, advice. We just get started, and the rest they'll figure it out. They'll choose their managers, they'll choose the record label they want to sign up with. Me or to the initial push to answer my. Yeah.
Thank you.
Navyokupenda huongezeka zaidi kila jioni. Navyokupenda huongezeka zaidi kila jioni. Jioni, 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 kila jioni. Jioni, 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 kila jioni.
Just a quick question.
Can you tell us how you guys, the two of you, how you met and maybe what has kept you together? Because working together, it's not easy, but you guys are still working together. We would like to know how you guys get to each other.
Okay, so Ethan and I met at a competition like 3 years ago. We were competing for guitar, and he ended up winning. I came in third. So what happened after that? He'd seen some of my performances. I was just starting out in playing music, performing rather. So he saw some of the songs that I performed, and he was like, you know what? I think this song will do so good in studio. You should come through, and then we record. We recorded the song, and then we lost the file. But later on, having seen the experience of what that was for me, I was like, you know what? I actually want to do. I want to record my music. So I hit him up like 5-6 months later, and I was like, I think I'm ready. And he was like, you know what? Let's do it. So from 3 years ago, we've just been working together, making music when we can, just pushing each other. And I'd say he literally just got me into the game. So yeah.
Yo, and it's so interesting that you're saying it like that, Jude. I feel like the moment Ken and I started working together, push yake, yani the way anajituma, the way anaweka kazi, ni kama it helps to keep my fire burning. You know, ukiwa ukipatana na mtu na pia ako as excited about music as you are, you feel like you're not alone in the journey.
And I imagine.
Just to ask, because I've seen you quite a number of times performing before, and if I'm not wrong, I stand corrected, you used to work with King Kicc Empire. Yeah, so how is it from when you started and now? And number two, because Sauti Sol has announced they're closing down Sauti Sol. Do you think you're the next Sauti Sol? Are you taking the space, or who do you want to take the space if it's not you?
Well, the journey for me genuinely has been very imekuwa eye-opening. Kuna vitu mingi zenye nimelearn along the way. Kuna so many people wenye nimemeet along the way. So hapo tu naweza sema journey imekuwa poa. This isn't too much into the details. Lakini about the second question is about
Sauti Sol.
about Sauti Sol. Well, I feel like I genuinely, I really love Sauti Sol, obviously, manze, and vitu wamefanya for the industry. But labda ni juu we're not particularly a band, so ni ngumu kusema we are the next Sauti Sol, but na feel wametengeneza a very beautiful way for everybody.
Yeah.
At least hivyo sina maanisha we can also create things now from kwenye wameiweka.
Tunacheki standard yenye amefika and we are like, okay, if that is achievable, what more can we achieve with the amount of time that we have? And pia natupia two goals, tunaangalia tuko like, okay, wamefika level fulani, it's only fair that we surpass that because it's eye-opening for the generation in the come. So that 10 years down the line, when people look at us, they're like, you know what, internet is not equal to a certain point. I think it's about time we surpassed it. Just to bring that culture, to bring that side here. You know, vitu zingine ziache kukaa unachievable, like playing stadiums and doing all these things that are done around the world. We want to make them happen, and I feel like it's about time we got to bring that. Yeah.
The reason why I've said Sauti Sol is because the journal that you're doing is almost the same. You're doing a journal that almost look the same as Sauti Sol. Now, do you think waki break up and of course they are going to be single artists, do you think that you can give a push to be able to get to the standards that they were? That was the question now.
I get you. No, genuinely, I actually feel like when people will start to talk about like the journey of Kenyan music, and I feel with what we are doing, this is a pivot. Itakuwa na very significant moments of time that people will be talking about, and this moment, two independent artists, anyway, we're not even trying to be mainstream, filling up stadiums, filling up malls that is in a shutdown. Watu tutakuwa naongelea about vitu kama hizo, and one of those things itakuwa KCC. So I feel like tuko genuinely in that trajectory and in that space already.
Yeah.
What like big Kenyan artists are doing. So I'm happy that you put your space there.
The vision can only grow bigger, and I feel like Friday for us is the beginning of something new. Not only for us, but for so many people. The levels to which Kenyan music the heights to which Kenyan music can go to, itakuwa so clear that by the time tunaangalia back on Friday, on Saturday or Sunday, people will be like, you know what, we as Kenyan artists can actually do it. Yeah.
And maybe lastly, you can't go without me asking this stupid question. I know it's just a common one. Was that stage in Ulipanda and people didn't give you the fight that you were expecting? Has there been one? And number two, ushai tukanwa tu kutoka kwa stage uambiwe toka?
I feel like for me, these experiences imekuwa, but way earlier on, I think like 2 years back, I was playing at a show, and then after I did like 2 songs, actually it's only my friends, like 5 of them walikuwa, and then just some few other people. It was at a club per se. And then after playing my first 3 songs, the person who was emceeing akaniambia ninyamaze DJ acheze. Wase wamesema wanataka kuenjoy DJ kiasi. So that happened to me, honestly. Ilikuwa demoralizing, but nakupea tu hiyo bidii ya kusonga. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Perhaps to add on what hizo kwanza kutoka stage ni za comedy web. So ni za comedy. This is how perhaps if as to add on your Sauti Sol, they also work with Sauti Sol closely. One thing about life, the only thing that never changes, it changes itself. And every generation has its own Joshua. Sauti Sol tumekuwa now for that while, and they've done tremendously well for industry and for Africa, and they'll always be there. What I can hear that like not yet bringing They are the new Joshua into the future. That's like what's happening in God. And it's a beautiful thing to see this happening in our lifetime.
Kuna any surprise acts on Friday? Of course, it's a one-man show, you know, of course. But labda kuna surprise, maybe some collaborations that we're working on and also on a Friday.
Yes, ziko actually kuna some unreleased zenye tutawafanyia ka spice hapo, na some of them, I think two of them at least myself are people that I'm sure you will love. It'll be the Friday I'm good.
Okay, so another question is this Friday, have you invited maybe other artists join up?
Yes. So as exactly, already since we're gonna collaborations, some of them will join and we work on. There's a few too that
Na Wakenya sana wangependa kujua the type of music yenye mnacheza, maybe is it gengetone, is it piano, ama what type of music?
Well, personally, me like a yangu naita sway. So ni kama new soul. But over time, I feel like the more tunafanya kazi, the more to define exactly what the music is. Yeah.
For me, it's also just a vision of soul and just R&B, just trying to quote unquote Africanize it, just find a way to express ourselves within the R&B and Afro. Yeah.
Thank you. I think we can finish that.
Finally, we know the future, guys. The future is this. The future is you guys. So you take this sound, you take it to the rest of the world. Can we do that?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Spread the word. Thank you so much.